So, guys, it's David here. I hope you guys are doing well this Sunday and, like always, are doing better than yesterday. So, today I am happy to say, happier now to say that we have made some progress. I finally managed to render the 3D avatar in my application. It took way too long, and honestly, when I managed to render it, I wasn't even that happy. Like the amount of frustration and pain that I had to endure and build up to that point of actually making it work, I was just emotionless, right? And of course, it's great that I finally did it, and this definitely just reaffirmed my belief, right? That persistence with the awareness to always change or to be willing to change and approach this situation with a new method, you will eventually get what you desire. And I think this is the case with everything. So, with that being completed, now we can finally go and move on with a little bit more things to do, right? Adjusting, how we're going to see this avatar in our application. Most importantly, add the customization. Now, there are also a lot of other things we will eventually implement to this thing. But, for the most, I say progress is good. But there is some beliefs I have to eventually reestablish, right? One being that it may take some time, right? It may take some time for me to even just finish this app. It may take some time before I can launch it. It may take some time before I can start monetizing it. But that also means that perhaps the reason I had these beliefs that getting rich quick is easy or not is because I have a false perception of what it is I want to do, and really that I have to recalculate based on my own progression, right? So I should not be angry or allow these negative feelings to affect me heavily just because I am taking my time, just because I don't understand something. Because for the past few days, I realized that when I start to see progress stall, yes, it's not a great feeling, right? Yes, it sucks. Yes, it feels like you put all your time towards something and you're yielding no fruit, and that is not a great feeling, of course. But when you allow those emotions to just affect your performance, then I found that I go nowhere. I'll be trying to use the same method and expect a different result when initially I was failing over and over and over again. And essentially, what I was doing is just wasting time trying to be productive, but I was clouded by my emotions. I was clouded into this form of rigidity. And I was not moving forward, but rather I was moving backwards mentally. And it was not until I managed to take a step back and really just find a different way. And I did not do this consciously, which is something I should also work on. Because if I did this consciously and I was more aware to the fact that I need to change my ways, then I would have got to this solution quicker and I would not have accumulated all this excess mental fatigue and stress. So with that being said, guys, after this, I'm going to meditate and read some books. Yeah. And the camera decided to die on me. But like I was saying, I'm going to spend some time, or the rest of the time being to read a book and meditate to kind of refresh my memory, or not refresh my memory, refresh my knowledge, because I have not been reading for a long time and I do feel like that is something I need. Now, of course, I'm going to take reading more seriously. Instead of just reading for the purpose of just letting time flow by, I want to actually learn something from reading. And that is the idea, at least for now, for when I do pick up a book and decide to commit to it, is to actually get something from it. Now, the one other thing I want to say also is, what is it? Guys, sometimes you just have these moments where you want to say something, but your head just goes blank. Yeah, I have been having these moments a lot. But one other thing I want to talk about, yes, that's right, is I was planning to do my self-reflection. I was planning to do, find the answer of what is it I want to do. And I had this thought because I was lost, right? I was lost. I was not making progress on my application, and I felt like that I need to maybe try something different. But the reason why I wanted to do that was because I was looking for a way out. I was looking for a way out of my purpose. And deep down inside, I know that what I am doing, at least confidently to say, that this is what I want to put in. This is like literally what I want to put my time towards, right? To make it so easy that doing the right thing and staying productive will be a no-brainer, right? Just rewarding you to be productive. Bad English again. And, of course, my bigger vision to make, waking up and do the right thing to be your best potential, to live like that, requires a lot of resources, which at the moment I am limited to. This does not mean that I can't do something right now, and which is why I'm making this app, which is why I'm trying to build something which is aligned with my dreams. Now, the reason why I also have been thinking about, what if I'm doing this or if the thing I'm doing is right, is because of these distractions, right? Lately, I have been having these distractions. Me feeling out that I am missing out on something because I want to pursue my vision is definitely, it has been a mental toll to me. It has been quite difficult for me to really stay focused on this thing. And readjusting my expectation to when I can see any results is something I should focus on instead. Not that I should resync my whole life over, like what is my purpose, but rather I just need to reevaluate how exactly I'm going to achieve it. That means if I have to learn, then I better start learning. If it means I can't only rely on AI to generate the prompts and code for me, then I better start learning how to code again. Because if you have a dream and you really want it, then whatever obstacle comes your way, you should not just back out and say, I can't do it. Because information is vast, guys. Resources is out there. Now, yes, maybe your final dream, your end point, may not be easy to achieve right now, right? Maybe you can't build rockets and robots right now, but you can learn how to do something simple. You can learn how to write maybe even a simple app, a simple software that kind of is on the path of your vision. And building these small wins will build your confidence. And who knows what eventually will come to you. But I can guarantee you one thing. If you just stay focused at your purpose, at your dream, at whatever it is you want to accomplish, then eventually your roadmap will start to make sense to you. But if you give up in the first instant of difficulty and hardship, then you'll never realize your potential. Then you'll never get good at what you want to become. And quite frankly, you are going to get worse in life. You are going to get worse because you're going to be left behind. And not realizing your potential and to have ambition but also lazy is one recipe to depression. So that is the note I want to leave you guys on. And that is also my time calling to start reading and ending the night off here. Yes, I did play games today, but I also set an alarm clock to know when to finish. Because having the discipline to put things down when you know it could be a distraction is what I call self-mastery in willpower. But with that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow.